Hello everybody. So in this video we are going to go back to an earlier video which you can see right up here. It's a little longer of a video, but nonetheless. We're going to go back to the Purification of Ishtar. Why are we coming back to this? Because I've evolved, I've grown and learned new things and new ways and techniques in implementing the purification of Ishtar in my daily life and my rituals. A friend of mine, or at least I think we're still friends, I don't know, the Black Tower, he told me 5 years ago to recite the purification of Ishtar whenever I work with not just a Reshkagul, but any spirit or deity of the underworld and the dead. And I made a video on that about working with the dead and how they feed off of your own energy. He told me to recite this before and after, because there was a time in 2018 where I had recited the prayer for the dying, which is my Reshkagul prayer that I perform when a family member or friend passes away. But since I'm invoking her, I'm working with her, and in those days I was kind of loose, didn't care. But the next day I would be crippled as a bi-god. Like I couldn't get up and walk, couldn't lift anything, my whole body hurt, like I was in some serious pain. No energy. And then he told me to start reciting that, and I am very grateful for that, because that has saved me more than I can ever tell any of you. But then later on, he would go and tell me how he does it, which, if you are going to use it before the ritual, you imagine the light hitting all your chakras going down. And then when you end the ritual, you imagine the white light hitting all your chakras going up. Well, I tried it his way, couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. And I tried like hell. So I just started doing it my way, which was a little bit easier for me to envision. Mainly because I probably don't work with my chakras as much. Like my homegrown friends. But I would imagine just standing in white light, reciting the incantation. Bright one of the heavens, wise Ishtar, mistress of the gods whose yes is truly yes, proud one among the gods whose command is supreme, mistress of heaven and earth who rules in all places. Ishtar, at your name all heads are bowed down. This is where I put my real name. Karos, son of my parents, have bowed down before you. May my body be purified like lapis lazuli. May my face be bright like alabaster, like shining silver and reddish gold. May I not be dull. But interesting to note, the one I use daily before I go to work, I use my real name. And then when I do rituals and spell work, I use my magical name, Karos. But I would recite this, imagining bright white light shining down from the heavens onto me. And, I was pretty good at that. But then, somewhere along the line, I started imagining myself in an open field, standing in this sunny day, and then when I would recite the incantation, I would imagine the sun shining its bright white light down on me. And I would do this before and after. Same as the just white light. And then about maybe 2 months ago, I started switching to staring at the banner of the 8-pointed star of Ishtar, as you are seeing here. Because I evolved from that to this sunny field and just this 8-pointed star shining its light on me. And then I just all of a sudden started looking at the star on the banner, seeing Ishtar's name written in cuneiform, and focusing on the center while reciting, making like a direct link contact, if you will, with her. And so far, honestly, I've been getting pretty much the same results. And the reason why I'm updating this video is this is for people like me who have a hard time visualizing, who don't have time to meditate, to let their mind unwind. For years, I've been told to just write out what's in my head till it's gone. Well, if I did that, it'd be 4 hours, maybe half a day, and then my ritual time will be over because I've been working with planetary times. So I don't have the time to do all of that. and I don't have enough paper to write it all out. And ironically, this is hard for me to meditate. So, as I've been doing for over a decade now, I've been using visualization aids. Pictures of my goals, my targets, anything to help me stay focused. And now since I started, looking at the 8-pointed star here, I've been getting, pretty much the same results. And I even put the incantation prayer above the banner, because I would always read it and kind of like go back and forth, like when you try to read subtitles and watch a movie. But now, since I'm being familiar with it and repeating this daily, just about, I'm getting it down to where I can recite this without having to look at it. And they say the human brain takes 16 times of repetition before it can finally know it. And I've been doing this for quite a while now, so I'm not perfect, and I still make mistakes reciting it, but that's where you just stop, take a breath, relax, and try it again. Because remember, this is cleansing your body. And I do this when I get out of the shower. Like when I physically clean myself, I am energetically cleaning myself after. And if it's been a really bad day, I will recite it on my break in the car, or come home and recite it. But the point is, if you are like me and you can afford it, hell, you don't even have to buy anything. You can just look up a picture of the 8-pointed star here and draw it, print it out, or you even use your phone. Like if you're somewhere, that's like really high energy and negative and all that. There's tons of ways you can get around. Me, I do a little bit of everything. But if you are really fancy and you want to, the Luciferian Apotheca is where I got this from. In the decorative altar cloths, banners. I mean, it's $20, so, but still, there's many ways of doing it. You don't have to spend money if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can. Or you can be like me and implement any which way you can, depending on the situation you're in. And I think that's for the best, because people don't seem to understand that it's for people like us who have a hard time visualizing and staying focused. It's they don't understand how hard it is to just turn your brain off. Especially if you are on limited time and you can't meditate or whatever, you know. I haven't been diagnosed with like ADD or ADHD or anything. I've always just had a hard time focusing on stuff and visualizing. And I know there's many more of us out there that are like that. So, and that's what I'm doing with this video, is to tell you that get yourself an 8-pointed star if you're a practitioner. Recite this, and eventually you won't have to have, you know, it written by your side or whatever. It'll just be, you know, ingrained in your memory. But the key is to look at this star and really feel the energy of Ishtar there. And I think that's about it, honestly. I don't really know any more I can say to this. But don't feel bad if you struggle to visualize and stay focused. I know it's really hard, and it takes more than people just saying stop it, you know, or meditate or whatever. It takes more than that for some of us. I know, I'm living proof. Eventually it will get there. Going outside in nature and finding a tree and say, this is my tree, and visiting that tree as often as you can. You know, just stare at the tree, you know, if you have the time. So hopefully this video makes sense. If you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. If you want to come find me, my links are in the description. And I want to say thank you to the Black Tower for all the help he has given me. I truly appreciate his knowledge, his wisdom, and magicology as well, and a host of many others. And with that, we're going to end this video. I know it's Monday, but I love you all. Cool runnings. Irie Ites.